Well, growing up in Beaver Falls in the mid to late 70s, early 80s had some big advantages. One was we had a good school district from kindergarten on up. They had resources. There was tax money, so there was supplies and paints and photography and video. And I think growing up in Beaver Falls in those days, there was a lot of opportunity. The arts were celebrated, and I went to classes. I did painting classes. I thought I wanted to be a painter. I took music lessons and studied blues guitar from the 3rd grade up until I was a senior in high school. There were resources available. There were stores of people who had things we could do. And I think growing up at that time, man, there was just so many options as an artist, an aspiring artist to pursue. And I love that part of it.
Full time, I have 28, I have 35 altogether.
Really?
I worked 3.5 years part-time and then the rest was volunteer.
Yeah.
Well, I'm working on 20 years as fire chief now.
Yeah.
Almost,
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Amazing how time is.
Flies by. Are you on the class Facebook page?
I am not. You know what? I don't get on Facebook, so I don't.
They're
My wife has it occasionally. I'll get on and.
Well, they're trying to do a reunion
Are
next
they?
year because it'll be 35 years. Yeah.
No.
Yes.
That's bizarre. 35 years. Yeah.
Maybe I think I'm gonna have you stand like right around in this area,
Okay.
and yeah, that's cool. Just like that. You have a son, right?
Yep.
He was doing some drone work.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Patrick was telling me about that. Get a reading. You still taking pictures?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I am. I enjoy doing that. All digital now, though.
Right. Yeah, I in fact, this camera here is a digital camera. So I mix it up, you know.
Yeah.
And then what I do is I scan all the negatives.
Right.
I do print some, but let me see here. I'll get a picture of this whole setup here. All right. Let's see. That looks pretty good.
So you just put the old cartridge in there.
Yeah. So, of course, you can't move now. You're stuck in position. All right. Let me get some film. Nope. Not that one. You still live in town?
Yeah, I do. Downtown here. Yeah. Never left.
Okay, right here, Mark. That's good. Perfect.
The environment, to me, plays as much of a role in the final photograph as the person in the frame, regardless of how much of the environment you see in the frame. And that, I think there's 3 reasons that I say that. The first is that as a photographer, the environment helps set the stage of what I'm trying to accomplish. It may offer up some ideas and some location backgrounds and things like that, but more importantly, it sets the stage for all of us who are there. For the subject, it gives them that stage for their performance, even if they're not an actor. That performance that we all have is impacted by the environment around us. And then thirdly, I think having a real environment or an environment that you've built gives the viewer a sense of of what to expect. And so that's what's really exciting about location photography to me, is that the environment, the location, is as much of a character in the photograph as the character themselves.
It's our beginning.
Okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to close your eyes just for 1 second and even pull your hand in a little closer to you for a second, like off the bike. And then I just want you to, as though you just walked up to the bike, just put your hand on the bike like it's the right thing to do. Yeah, just, nah, it looks too contrived. Like maybe, here, let me try something. I'll try. I always like to try myself first. So you just sort of like, maybe you just sort of come up and you just like do this and just look right at the camera like that, okay? Yes, that's it. Okay, good. All right. Okay, cool. There we go. Like it.
I'm the son of a mechanic. My dad had a tool for everything. And he instilled in me this idea that you had to have the right tool to do the job well. And I think what attracted me to photography, even as like a 10 or 11-year-old, was I loved the tool. I loved the technology behind the cameras. I like the science involved in film and processing, and that was really intriguing to me. And I still have, I guess you could call it a fan base of interest in cameras, fanatical interest in cameras as the tool. I'm not so much interested in always having the newest, latest. I was an early adopter to digital technology, but for me, I like there's a certain romance to the tool. I think it helps you. It allows you to do the work that you're doing with purpose.
It looks like too much.
Okay, well that's good. Now we know. Cool, nice positioning. Takes a village. All right. So Narayan made what I would call a decision about the zipper, and I think he's right on. So that's cool. Yeah, I just like the suggestion of the bike there. Cool.
Probably the four photographers that meant the most to me were W. Eugene Smith, Art Kane, Kurt Marcus, and Dwayne Michaels. They really set the tone for the type of work I wanted to do, a work ethic, and I try to live up to those four photographers every time I pick a camera.